Hey everybody, Renfail here. Hopefully you're doing well. I wanted to give a shout out to the No Man's Sky community and just say thank you, because it has been a crazy wild ride the past couple of weeks exploring this game for the first time, and getting to know community members like Beeble and watching his glitch building videos. I caught one of his streams yesterday as he was exploring an ice planet. It's been really cool to see all these people coming out of the woodwork and showing up to support the streams and to support my base building journey. Behind me actually is my base that I've been working on in the base building videos. We'll be doing these live as well. I have played 100% of this game live since I started, which I don't actually know the exact date. It feels like it's a couple of weeks ago. But I've played a lot of games over the years, a lot of MMORPGs in particular, and I would like to say that I think the No Man's Sky community has by far been the most friendly, the most welcoming, and the most generous with their time and tips. I can't even tell you how many hundreds, probably over 1,000 by this point, comments I've gone through over the past couple of weeks. And I do try to respond to every single person. It's sometimes a struggle when I wake up in the morning and it's like there's 150 comments I got to clear while I'm drinking coffee, but it's my job, so beats working construction like I used to. But seriously, the support from the No Man's Sky community has meant the world to me, and it's also made this journey much more than it would have been. I often talk about, to some degree, traffic does drive what I decide to do on the channel when I come across the waves that we ride. But just because it's something's getting good traffic doesn't mean I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And we've talked a lot about the MMORPG aspect over the years of how, a lot of the fun factor for MMOs comes from the community and the core gaming aspect of having fun with others. Now, I'm not playing multiplayer in this game, but I have been playing, with the community, watching the streams and tuning into the videos and everything else, and sharing links to all sorts of source materials, and it's been genuinely a really, really good time. So I wanted to say thanks to everybody. There's been a couple of hiccups along with that. There's been some typical gatekeeping that we see, but it's been pretty minimal, to be honest with you. Out of all that, I think maybe we've had 5 or 6 people who have tried to gatekeep over the past week, and just it's been a really good ride. And what's really cool to me is, like, it seems like every time I do a stream, we have people in the chat who are veterans, and they're all giving tips and hints about things, right? And yet you still have like veterans who are like, oh my god, I've been playing this game for 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, 2 years, 8 years. I didn't know that, because someone else has given the tip during the chat. And that's one of the coolest aspects that I've seen out of this game. We've seen, to a lesser degree, I've played a lot of Star Wars: The Republic, a lot of Lord of the Rings Online, World of Warcraft, EverQuest 2, EverQuest 1 over the years. But even those games, it's like I've never seen the outpouring of empathy and general just good-naturedness of this. It's also been one of the more, and I'm guessing this is because the company is European-based. I've seen a lot more European audience members tuning into the streams than I've seen for a while now. One of the reasons I choose to stream at 11 a.m. Central in the morning is because it gives me a chance to combine the two audiences. I get some of the North American market who are like late risers, or just depending on the time zone, going to work or in their lunch break, and then I also get the early evening of the European crowd. And then as I publish videos throughout the day after that, we also get the people who are watching from there. So I've had a stronger European base with No Man's Sky than I've seen in past games. So it's been a very amazing ride, and I would like to just, again, this is a gratitude video of me saying thanks to all of you for helping make this a big part of the channel in the last few weeks. Now, obviously, this is not something I'm going to be playing long term. We had the discussion the other day about, jokingly talking about playing No Man's Sky full time, which I can't, do that. I'm a variety streamer. But I do like to think that this game is going to provide me with the next 6 months of entertainment, because there are so many things that I'm not going to be able to complete before I get to World of Warcraft: The War Within on the 22nd, and then Star Wars Outlaws on the 27th, and the Space Marine 2, and all the stuff we're doing after that. I am going to keep plugging away at the base building. I want to learn more about freighters. I want to learn more about glitch building. I want to learn more about the space battles with your freighters and frigates. Somebody left a list on my video, one of my videos the other day, and it has like, I mentioned this in another stream or another video earlier today. It has like 30 different things. I've been streaming so much and talking so much the last like 5 days, I'm starting to lose my voice. It's been pretty incredible. There are so many things to do in No Man's Sky, and normally my notebook I fill up with just notes as we're going, but like I did that 10 tips and tricks videos the other day, and that was all like almost all stuff that the community had given me in terms of tips, and I've got more stuff that we're putting together now for the Ultimate Beginner's Guide video that I always do for every game that I end up putting a significant amount of time into. Some stuff is from the community, other stuff is stuff I figured out along the way, but there's also been some great building tips from people. And then the other day we were talking about like what's the difference between all of these what do you call them, the exo vehicles, exocrafts, and people were like giving me the breakdown on what's the Minotaur good at, what's the Nautilus, obviously what's the Pilgrim for, the Colossus, the Nomad. By the way, we're going to be doing the Nomad next, but I got to do the storylines to get there, so I got to go finish the storyline for the Overseer, right? But I still need to finish the Artemis storyline, and I still have all this stuff to do. But the general feedback and tips and things that I've been getting from the community on how to do all these things in the game has been I think honestly the best I've seen in a really long time. I hesitate to say it's the best I've ever seen, but it sure feels like, at least in recent years, in the past 3 or 4 years, this is definitely the best community I've come across. So to all of you who've been tuning into the live streams and sharing links and everything else, again, gratitude, thanks for showing up. Hopefully you'll stick around for all the other things that I do here on the channel, but I do plan on making this sort of a permanent home, even if it's in the background. And then also Light No Fire. I'm going to start to cover some Light No Fire stuff here on the channel, because I am extremely excited for that game now that I've played this and I understand what Hello Games is all about. Understanding more of what they're building with Light No Fire, it's got me salivating and chomping at the bit. I realize it's probably not going to be a this year release. It's probably going to be and I hope it's not this year, because this year's already swamped this fall and winter. But next year would be really cool. And I absolutely plan on carrying over into that game once it goes live. And hopefully we'll continue to grow our No Man's Sky community here on the channel and beyond, and be able to migrate together into Light No Fire and to be able to build upon what we've already started to build here. And to everybody who has been dropping links, I've had a bunch of people send me stuff in Discord as well. I don't get a chance to respond to the stuff in Discord as often as I do on YouTube, just because YouTube is where I make a paycheck and a living, and Discord is just a place where I hang out and chat about things and share some stuff. So I apologize if it takes me a little bit longer to get to stuff there, but I do try to respond to everybody, and I do, as a general rule, watch everything that gets sent my way. So thanks everybody for doing that. And again, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream or video. Until then, everybody, stay safe, happy gaming. See you next time.